Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're cutting a shortcut, really, straight into the future. We're looking at this imminent, profound convergence of the digital and the biological. And our sources are suggesting that the great revolutions we always talk about, agricultural, industrial, digital, were, well, frankly, they were just the prologues.
That's really the core thesis, isn't it? For decades, we've been digitizing the external world, music, communication, commerce. But now that momentum is completely swinging the other way. All that digital intelligence is integrating back into our physical reality, into our environment, and I think most radically into our own biology. This isn't just an update. It's a fundamental reconfiguration of what it even means to be human.
So we're not just talking about smarter devices. We're talking about a smarter self in a world that we can almost script. What are the titanic forces driving this enormous change?
Well, we've really identified three that are acting at the same time, making this convergence feel almost inevitable. First, you have agentic artificial intelligence. This is AI that doesn't just respond, it proactively manages things, it anticipates. Second, precision biotechnology, which gives us this incredible molecular level control over life itself. And third is spatial computing, and that's what dissolves the screen, layering digital information right onto the world around us.
Okay, that sets a magnificent stage. So, to help you really grasp the sheer scope of this, we've broken this deep dive down into three major pillars of daily life that these forces are, well, they're absolutely poised to redefine. First, how we handle our health. Second, how we interact with our immediate environment. And finally, the global infrastructure that has to support all of it. Let's start with health, because this is where that biological convergence, it really hits home first. The sources argue we're moving past curing disease, past even preventing it, to a state of pure optimization. The very concept of disease might become, archaic.
It's that shift from reactive to purely predictive medicine. Think about how medicine works now. It's so often a deductive game, right? Based on symptoms that show up after the fact. In the future, your body is no longer a black box. It becomes this perfectly transparent system. And that's all thanks to the digital twin.
Tell us about the twin. That sounds like something straight out of a novel, but you're saying this is the immediate centerpiece of the whole transformation.
It is. The digital twin is a living, a stunningly detailed virtual representation of your body. And it's constantly being updated in real time. It's fed by all these non-invasive biosensors. Think tiny skin patches or fibers woven into your clothing, sensors in your bathroom mirror, and crucially, your complete analyzed genetic profile.
Wait, so if we can model the entire human response at a molecular level, does that just eliminate the guesswork that's so common in medicine today?
Absolutely, 100%. If an AI health engineer wants to test a new medication, they don't test it on you, they test it on your virtual twin first. They can simulate the drug's effects on your specific liver, your immune system, all at a molecular level. It just wipes out potential side effects before you even have a chance to feel them.
But here's the truly profound part, for me anyway, the predictive power. The sources mention AI detecting chemical markers for pancreatic cancer 5 years before a tumor even forms. It changed the whole psychological burden of illness.
It completely reframes our relationship with mortality, with health anxiety. Illness is no longer this sudden scary event you fear. It's just a managed deviation that gets detected and corrected years in advance. Your AI health engineer is basically your 24/7 watchman, takes diagnosis, which is this deductive art today, and turns it into a data analysis problem that's solved in seconds. And that frees up the human doctor to focus entirely on you, on personalized intervention.
Right. And once the twin flags a problem, the intervention itself moves from these, blunt tools we use today to true precision. And this is where CRISPR, guided by that same AI, becomes like the ultimate molecular scalpel.
Exactly. We're moving past the molecular acts of early gene editing. The AI can guide the biotech to edit a single letter of your genetic code. It's surgical. Think about hereditary diseases, Huntington's, cystic fibrosis. They could be edited out of a family's genome entirely. We could potentially end these scourges forever.
And what about the complex stuff that develops over a lifetime? Alzheimer's, heart failure, the diseases of aging.
It's customized medicine targeting the cause, not the symptom. So targeted gene therapies might instruct your brain cells to resist plaque buildup or even to actively regenerate lost connections. Even cancer treatment shifts completely. Instead of chemo, they take out your own immune cells, edit them in a lab to hunt your specific tumor, and put them back in. Your own biology becomes the cure.
And we can't forget nanotechnology, right? These molecular robots doing internal maintenance.
Yes. Seeking and destroying individual cancer cells before they multiply, or repairing heart damage cell by cell. And of course, extending this to mental wellness is just as critical. The sources highlight how inexact therapies for, say, PTSD or depression will be replaced. You'll have immersive VR combined with a therapeutic AI to process trauma in a controlled, safe way. The AI can adjust the scenario in real time for you.
And for chronic depression, using brain-computer interfaces to gently calibrate those neural patterns. You literally move from having a vulnerable body to inhabiting a resilient, scriptable biological platform.
And if our own biology becomes this managed, resilient system, it, well, just makes sense that the places we live and work would have to step up to that same level of intelligence.
Yeah.
Which brings us very naturally to our second pillar, the environment.
So the convergence means the whole idea of home and workplace just dissolves, becomes a single, fluid, intelligent environment that's managed by agentic AI. How are these agentic AIs so different from the Siri or Alexa we use today?
Well, Siri and Alexa are reactive. You give a command, they perform a task. Agentic AI is proactive, it's predictive.
Yeah.
It's like your chief of staff, just ambiently managing the logistics of your entire life without you even having to ask.
What's so fascinating is the level of integration that needs. It has access to your digital twins' health data, your finances, your calendar, family needs, all at once.
And the ability to delegate complex outcomes is the key insight for you, the listener. Your agent doesn't just remind you to buy groceries. It knows your nutrient levels are low from your twins' data. It cross-references that with your smart fridge, finds the best price, and then just arranges a drone delivery.
That frees up a massive amount of cognitive bandwidth, doesn't it? We spend so much mental energy on just scheduling and micromanagement.
Oh, absolutely. Think about delegating a huge, multi-layered task.
Yeah.
Something like plan my family's 2-week trip to Japan, focus on cultural immersion, handle all the bookings, and meticulously manage my son's food allergies, all within this budget. That whole process, which takes us hours, maybe days, is just delegated instantly.
And that cognitive freedom is then amplified by spatial computing, which is really the under the screen as we know it. We stop staring at glowing rectangles and start interacting with information within the world.
Your daily life just becomes this hybrid reality. So when you're cooking, the recipe might display on the wall, and a virtual highlight shows you exactly which ingredient to grab. When you're navigating a city, instead of staring down at a map, you just follow a subtle, glowing path that's overlaid right on the sidewalk in front of you.
I love the social implications there. You look at a new acquaintance and their name, their title, maybe a reminder about something you talked about last time, just appears discreetly in your peripheral vision. Information stops being something you have to seek out and becomes something that's just there when you need it.
And this extends directly to work. The physical desk becomes, well, archaic. Collaboration happens in shared virtual spaces. An engineer can manipulate a full-size 3D model of a jet engine right there on their workshop floor. Or a remote expert can see through your eyes and literally draw digital circles around the exact wire that needs fixing.
And all the while, the physical grunt work is being done by domestic humanoid robots. They're folding laundry, cleaning, cooking. It's a truly automated ecosystem.
But this optimized life, managed by AI, fine-tuned by biotech, lived in a hybrid reality, it needs an infrastructural backbone that is just far more robust than what we have now. And that brings us to our third and final pillar, a planet reimagined.
Let's start with mobility. The sources really challenge the personal car model. A 2-ton metal box used by one person, sitting idle 95% of the day.
That extreme inefficiency is ending. We're going to transition to fleets of shared electric autonomous vehicles. Car ownership will just plummet because you can summon a mobile office or a lounge instantly.
And the urban impact there is just staggering. The AI manages every vehicle's route in perfect coordination. So traffic jams, that defining frustration of modern life, they become a historical curiosity.
And think of the space we get back. The sources point out that parking lots can eat up to 30% of modern city real estate. As they become obsolete, that land is freed up for housing, for parks, for public space. It fundamentally improves urban life for everyone.
Logistics speed up dramatically. Autonomous trucks, drones, sidewalk robots handle everything. 247. Near instant delivery becomes the baseline.
But all of this, the AI, the perpetual mobility, the computation, it all requires astronomical amounts of energy, which is why the fusion energy revolution is absolutely central to this whole vision.
Why can't existing renewables, solar and wind, power this massive new infrastructure?
Well, they're vital, but they're intermittent. This future needs immense, consistent, reliable baseload energy, and fusion provides that. It's safe, It's carbon-free, and it's virtually limitless. It is the necessary engine to unlock this entire convergence.
Okay, so if energy scarcity ends, what are the daily ripple effects for everyone on the planet?
The impact is profound. Cheap, large-scale desalination becomes possible. That could end water scarcity in many regions. Fusion powers the massive direct air capture systems we need to pull carbon out of the atmosphere. And it enables vertical farming in every city, localizing our food supply.
That shift in energy leads us to the end of mass production, on-demand fabrication. Shipping millions of identical items around the world becomes obsolete.
Exactly. We're moving to localized creation from digital blueprints. So on a personal scale, you might have sophisticated at-home fabricators making complex things from recycled materials.
And on the large scale, we're talking about 3D printed houses built in days. Food, like a plant-picked steak, printed to your exact nutritional needs.
Bioprinters creating replacement organs on demand. And even the materials themselves become smart. We'll see widespread use of self-healing concrete, screens that can mend their own scratches, textiles that adapt to the temperature. The physical world becomes as dynamic and responsive as the software running it.
So what we've just covered, the convergence of our biology, our environment, and our global infrastructure. It just blurs every single line. Digital and physical, biological and synthetic, and between the individual human and this pervasive agentic AI.
The world is really moving from one we just passively inhabit to one we can actively and continuously script.
But with this immense power come monumental challenges. We have to seriously consider the complex ethics of controlling our own genetic hardware. And we need robust plans to ensure equitable distribution of these technologies to prevent a massive societal split between the engineered and the unoptimized.
And the challenge of governance for AIs that will inevitably exceed our own cognitive capacity, that's essential. But maybe the most personal challenge is data privacy. When the data fueling this entire system is your real-time DNA, your physiological status, the neural patterns of your thoughts, how do we guarantee control over the self?
Ultimately, the source suggests that the true invention emerging from all this isn't a machine at all, but a new and empowered definition of what it means to be human.
If we gain the ability to engineer our biology, to optimize our environment, to delegate our cognitive burdens, what constraints, biological or societal, will truly define the human experience in a world that is completely scriptable? That is the question you are now